G'day folks, it's Jumbo here. Well, the continuing saga of the balloon wars. Now, after Shaky the Clown was hospitalised, the mall management banned me and Bill, not Tin Whistle, and this is the clipping from the next day. The Adelaide balloon war, which has festered for 8 months, finished yesterday with the two chief protagonists being banned from busking and Rundle Mall. The dispute between Bill the Balloon Man and Jumbo the Clown began more than a year ago over territorial rights. That's what they think. The police and Rundle Mall management became embroiled in the conflict following charges of assault and ripping of the clown's mask off Jumbo. See, every newspaper said that. Alright, the bickering proved too much for Rundle Mall management, which cancelled both buskers' licences late last week. Mall manager Dominic Pangello said the continuing disharmony between the two men was threatening the safety of mall patrons. He said permits would be cancelled up till September 1st and there was no guarantee the permits would be reissued. When outraged Mr. Sagar yesterday defied the mall order, he was arrested by police. After I got the bad news from the mall inspector, I was quite horrified, and I had a bunch of mates that worked on the other side. They had a clown space, a place where they rehearse on the other side of the city. So I've gone straight up to them and I'm telling them the story, and they were outraged, and my mate says, right, okay, we're going to have a protest tomorrow in Rundle Mall and see what we can do about this. And he said, be back here at 11:30. Now, it doesn't get any more Aussie than this, helping out the mates. I turn up there, and there he is in his EH Commodore ute. We've got 6 clowns on the back of the ute. Myself, I had to dress in a suit because I wasn't allowed to go in his jumbo, so we dressed one of the other guys up in my costume and said he was my cousin from Queensland, because he was from Queensland. But and Moto, who was the guy that come up with the idea, bloody good mate, look, top shelf all the way. So so they got their publicity person to ring up the media. So anyway, 11:30 we get there, all the clowns are in the vehicle ready to go. Now we had no idea what was going to happen, so we turn up in Rundle Mall and there's the Moms Balls there. Now that's where I started performing as a youngster and where Bill had performed, so to take this back was fantastic. So we get down to the mall and the entire Moms Balls is surrounded by media. Every single television camera, newspaper, the radio, whoever was surrounding, and behind them were about 8 to 10 rows of people, all waiting to see what the hell this was about. It was like the Prime Minister was turning up or something. So I went first, dressed in my black suit, and split the crowd up and yelled out behind me, send in the clowns, and that's what happened, and they came in. So we've got people with placards, bring Jumbo back, Bill's nasty and all this, clowns on unicycles and juggling and the whole thing, and then the media scrum is interviewing me. I've got all the foam things in my face and the whole bit. So this was big. This was absolutely big. I was the important one for the day, and so later on, so that was absolutely massive. But I was watching all the news channels, the ads, and every single channel had the clown protest, and I was watching Channel 9, and our story was second. Now, the first, of course, was the Palestinian war, and then the reporter used the best segue I've ever heard. He said, well, now for our own war, the Rundle Mall balloon wars, and there was the protest. So, absolutely brilliant. Every news channel, and again, the mall people are ripping their bloody hair out, just wanting me to go away. So, basically after that we had to work illegally, so we're playing cat and mouse with the police. Now, I decided to go up to the balls because the police station was down the other end, and I could see all the checkered hats of the police. I could see them coming, so I time it so they get really, really close, and I dart into the food court, go have a Chinese meal or a coffee or something, wait till they're gone, and so this went on for a while, but the police started coming the other direction and got hard, so I thought, well, fuck this, I'm going right to the top. Now, I contacted the employee ombudsman. Now, this guy normally deals with industrial disputes and strikes and sort of major government policy and all this shit, and so we got him involved. Now, just read out another newspaper clipping here. All right. The War of Rundle Mall buskers has entered in a bizarre peace pact with combatants a balloon man and a clown. This means that Bill the Balloon Man and Jumbo the Clown will be back busking in Rundle from today. The peace deal was broken by the employee ombudsman, who has taken the wind out of Adelaide's strangest feud. It has won the support of the Homely Street Police and the Rundle management, who have been forced to intervene in previous clashes between the buskers. Under the pact, both have agreed to a range of tough conditions, including a no-go zone in the middle of the mall at the junction of Gawler Place. Bill and Jumbo have also agreed to keep their distance when performing and not speak or make rude signs or gestures to each other. They've also agreed not to criticise each other in front of the crowd. The advertiser understands that although negotiations were tough, the protagonists agreed on one thing. They wanted to put the face paint on again and go and twist balloons. The employee ombudsman Gary Collins said yesterday both performers were anxious to get back into the mall. What have I done there? Oh yes, okay. I fucked it up, so what? Okay, where are we? The employee ombudsman Gary Collins said yes, both performers were anxious to get back into the mall. While there were many light moments, no matter how silly it seems to us, to those involved it was a very real issue. We hope there won't be a high noon, but who knows? Hopefully the wind will be going back into the balloons. So we got back in. So there we go. Now, after this, Channel 9, they got really pissed off because Tonight was getting all the publicity, and they rang us up to go on the Kerry Ann show, this midday show. So, all right, that's going to be the next episode. The last episode of The Clown Wars, so I hope you're enjoying this. All right, see you next time. Catch you later from Jumbo.